Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of it. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle, really talking about what is the purpose for this connection and what is the best way to move forward to align further with your higher self. As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages, but we'll be diving into a different tarot deck for each side of this connection. Please remember, these are general readings. They will not resonate fully for everyone. So remember to take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. These energies can absolutely be swapped. So if you resonate more with the energy to my right than to my left, or if you're a cross watcher, then vice versa, just know that is totally fine and totally normal. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Taurus, let's start by jumping into your side here. Man, we're just getting deep right away. On your side of this connection, you have water with the Page of Wands in reverse. This has been a very emotional connection for you, Taurus, and I feel like it has kind of triggered some inner child wounds. So if there was abandonment or betrayal or possibly even abuse or anything like that in childhood, this connection is kind of it's kind of like you're reliving a childhood experience through this connection. So I'm saying, like, we're getting deep right away. Because on this side of this connection, this person, they have boundaries with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like they are not the most stable right now. I don't know if that's necessarily materially, emotionally, kind of all of the above. Now, I feel like that goes a little bit deeper, and I feel like we'll dive more into that in tarot. But with the boundaries card, I'm feeling like there's this need to make sure that you are setting appropriate boundaries with this person and that they don't put their instability on you, that they don't make their emotional burdens or financial burdens or something like your burden. It's absolutely okay to be there for someone and support them through their tough times, but it isn't helpful for you when you take on that burden as your own, because in between this connection, you have protection with the Five of Swords in reverse. So it kind of feels like, this is like universe has your back kind of energy. It kind of feels, Taurus, like you're being protected from this person in some way, shape, or form. Or you're needing to protect yourself from them or something, because I feel like there's, and that doesn't mean like you can do that in a loving way, right? It's not like a get the hell out of my life kind of energy. But if this connection's in separation, or if you've been feeling like it needs to be, I really feel like this is the universe kind of protecting you from this person's energy right now. Let's start by looking, Taurus, at your side of this connection. You have water with the Page of Wands in reverse. I can't believe how deep this reading got, like, right off the bat. This is Taurus's side of the connection. Ooh. Taurus's side of the connection. One more. This is for Taurus's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Taurus's side. Okay. Could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, but you don't have to be. I just see this King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so I wanted to call it out, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. This Ten of Wands in reverse is the need to, like, drop the burdens of others, because the Ten of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. I do feel like somebody walked away in this connection. Taurus, I feel like you had a really hard time setting boundaries with this person. I don't know if you had a lot of love for them, a lot of empathy for them, and still maybe do. Because, if I talk about these connections in the past tense or present tense, just take it as it resonates. But I really feel like you had a hard time setting boundaries with this person for some reason. And that kind of left you feeling pretty drained. Now, maybe because this is talking about childhood energy, inner child energy, maybe you grew up in an environment where you were responsible for everybody else's burdens around you. Like maybe you had to grow up really fast and you never felt like you were able to really be a kid, or maybe you know, you had narcissistic caretakers or parents that put their emotional well-being in your hands. Or I mean, it could be so many different things, but I do feel like this connection, and this could be about like one of those connections too, right? Like this doesn't have to be about anything romantic or anything like that, but I do feel that this is a really deep lesson for you, regardless of how it's currently manifesting into your reality. All right, this is Taurus's side of the connection. Taurus's side of the connection to the person they're dealing with. This is Taurus's side of the connection, please. Knight of Wands in reverse with the Judgment in reverse. And then there's the Empress in reverse. Ooh, okay. And then 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And then there is that same Page of Wands. Okay. And there you are, Queen of Pentacles. So, whether you're male or female, it does not matter. Okay. What you're needing, because this Judgment in reverse card is an energy of not seeing what's going on behind the scenes, because that's really what I try to do with my readings, right? I don't want to just talk about what's happening. You already know what's happening, right? You're in the relationship, you're in the situation, you already know what's happening. What I want to do is I want to bring to the surface the energy behind it so that you can understand the why, or kind of like the metaphysical aspect of it. And so what I'm seeing here is you have this energy here of needing to see through the situation to the truth of it. And that what it comes down to, I mean, we've already seen that 10 of Wands in reverse, and then you have this Empress in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, Taurus, I feel like you put your heart and soul into this person. I feel like you gave it everything you had. And I feel like you sacrificed a lot of your own needs for them, and you never received a drop in return. Now, maybe not a drop. Maybe you did receive some things here and there, but you certainly didn't. This wasn't a reciprocal connection. This was very one-sided. And you had these expectations with the 10 of Cups in reverse that maybe eventually this connection would become something better. Maybe this person would heal and wake up and see your worth and start giving you what you deserve. Or maybe they would, recognize your worth and see what they would be missing out on if they didn't step up to the plate, or whatever the case was. And I don't think that ever happened. And I think that over time, because what kind of usually happens in those situations is we will give some of our energy to someone, and when they don't give it back, we might have a tendency, especially if we do have like an initial attraction to them, or if they gave us a lot in the beginning but then eventually it wore off, we'll give more of ourselves, expecting and eventually we'll be giving enough for them to return what it is that we're giving them. But it's really just they just kind of take. This reminds me a little bit of the reading that I did for Gemini. It was in June, I believe. It was a reading. It was, the title of it was The Giver and the Taker. So I don't know, maybe you were dealing with Gemini or something. I don't know. But I do feel like this is a very similar energy of like when you have a giver, someone who is very empathetic, who, is willing to give as much of themselves as needed. And then you're giving to a taker. Well, givers have limits because there's only so much of yourself you can give, and you end up drained and empty, but takers don't have limits. So if someone is a taker, they will continue to take until you have nothing left to give. And I haven't read in this person's energy yet, but since you have this protection and the boundaries card that's coming out, I really feel like the universe is trying to protect you from giving away too much of yourself. This is Taurus's side of this connection. The Star with the 5 of Swords. And the World in reverse. When I look around the deck, I'm just kind of looking for cards that pop out at me. Anything that feels relevant. I feel like once upon a time, you had a lot of hope for this connection. You saw maybe a lot of potential, or things felt really good in the beginning until there was a shift or something like that. Because this 5 of Swords energy is you kind of feeling like you need to protect yourself. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're now kind of on the defense. This is a cycle for you. Overgiving in connections and feeling like you have to do that in order to maybe receive back the bare minimum, or to receive back what it is that, like, not even like what it is that you deserve, like less than that. It's like bare minimum. I feel like things fell apart in this connection, and I feel like you're now left and have been left to pick up the pieces. If this connection is still together, I feel like it's very separated. Like, even if you guys live together, like, there's a huge distance between these two energies. But yeah, Taurus, I feel like you're now in this energy of feeling like you have to protect yourself, kind of feeling defensive. This is Taurus's side of the connection to the person they're dealing with. Taurus's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Okay, that's kind of like the 3 of Cups. It's talking about things falling apart. So this is like maybe why they did. Can I get more on this 3 of Pentacles in reverse? More on this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. More on this 3 of Pentacles in reverse energy for Taurus. Yeah, this is why things had to end. Okay. 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the Death. Okay. Maybe something was revealed to you. I don't know. That could be something, not for everyone, that made you walk away. Because somebody walked away, and that's what made things fall apart here. But you have this Death with the Magician. Like, this ending. Actually, no, I want more on that, because I feel like this is leading us somewhere. Clarifying this Death card for Taurus's side of the connection. The universe really had your back in this connection. That's what's... There is the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign. Okay. So things had to fall apart and come to an end to this connection, because for a long time in this connection, Taurus, you weren't making the decision to put yourself first. You weren't making the decision to choose yourself. Your decision, the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands in reverse, aligned with playing it safe. Now, nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice or anything like that. I feel like this stems from the fact that, typically when we play it safe in relationships and we stick with people who don't really make us feel good about ourselves, or that take more from us than, give, whatever the case might be, we do it because we fear being alone, right? We fear being alone. We fear not having anyone. We fear not having something better that will ever come along. And so we say, well, this is the only person that will ever love me. This is as good as it'll get. And if this is the only love that I get, at least I'm getting something, because I'm afraid of not having the love that I deserve. Which is a deep-rooted fear in, I would say, pretty much all of us, right? We are all kind of afraid of that ending up alone aspect. I don't want to group everyone into that, but I would say the majority of people. And so again, that's why it's like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You didn't do anything wrong, but the universe really protected you in this. And I feel like if things fell apart, they really happened to keep you from things getting worse. However that resonates for you. This is Taurus's side of the connection to the person they're dealing with. Taurus's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Because you were hoping for things to get better, but I feel like they kept getting worse. Taurus's side of this connection. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, see, there's that Emperor and the Page of Wands again. This was a mirror of like a childhood experience. The Ace of Swords with the Six of Wands. The clarity that I feel like you're looking for in this connection comes when you can start to look at it through the lens of how did this person make me feel? And when did I feel that way when I was a child? Like that's it. There's so much coming through in this about that. And it feels like the only way you're going to be able to fully heal from this. Because I feel like even if this connection is like from your past and you're like, I freaking want this person's energy out of my energy. The only way to really do that is to heal the root of the wound that was triggered in this connection, which has something to do with this Page of Wands. Because I feel like you're looking for this clarity and healing and relief and the ability to let go. This is Taurus's side of the connection to the person they're dealing with. This is Taurus's side of the connection. Taurus's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. There's a perspective shift that's needed for you, Taurus. Okay, so what is that? What is this perspective shift for Taurus? The Hierophant with the Queen of Pentacles. No, this is the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. With the Queen of Pentacles. What is this perspective shift that's needed? Four of Wands in reverse. And the Moon. This connection never had, on your side of things, like, I don't feel like you ever felt like you could trust this person. Maybe you felt like you tried to, but it just feels like they let you down so many times. And every single time they let you down, I feel like it added to this wound that was like being broken open. It's a very intense, this is an intense reading. Like, it's right off the bat, and now like it feels like it just keeps getting more and more intense. Like, this connection brought up so much fear and anxiety for you. Maybe it had you more in fight or flight mode than it did in a place of peace. And things coming to an end in this is like the best thing that could have happened to you in some way. Let's get more for this person's side of the connection. Boundaries at the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is the person that Taurus is dealing with, side of the connection of Taurus. Person that Taurus is dealing with, side of the connection of Taurus, please. Person that Taurus is dealing with, side of the connection of Taurus. One more. All right, this is the person that Taurus is dealing with, side of this connection. So there's that Emperor. Interesting. 10 of Cups in reverse, a Hierophant in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel, Taurus, as if this person as if they ran from this. As if they struggled to accept love, your love, into their life. And so I feel like this person kind of left you in the dust. Like, I don't know. It could have been the other way around. Like, you could have been like, yeah, I'm over this, and left them in the dust. So maybe that's not for everyone, but I feel like this is so interesting because it kind of feels like a very mirrored energy to yours. I mean, you had this Empress, right? It was in reverse, but then you had this Emperor. Which usually when you meet those mirrored connections, they are a reflection of your deepest stuff, right? So I definitely feel like that's what's going on. But then you have this Hierophant in reverse again, with this 10 of Cups in reverse, that's talking about those expectations. So it literally feels like if this person ran from this, it's because you weren't putting yourself first. And so the universe kind of had to. The universe facilitated in some way protecting you from this connection. Now, I don't feel like that made it any less painful. I don't even think that makes it any less painful to hear. This person's energy toward Taurus. This person's energy toward Taurus. Five of Swords in reverse. And there's that King of Wands again. The Six of Cups in reverse. I mean, their energy, all of these energies that are coming out, I saw in your energy. So it kind of feels hang on, I'm gonna crack this. Just give me a second. Because it's not really letting me into their energy. Like, I feel like I can't. So I kind of feel like the message that's coming through is like they were who you wanted them to be until they weren't anymore. it's almost like you met this person and they figured out like what you wanted and they became that until like they couldn't fake it anymore in some way. Like, I don't know. It's really weird how these messages are coming through. It's like maybe they told you what they realized like you wanted to hear, or I don't know. This is like serious, like watch out for this person here. This person's energy toward Taurus. This person's energy toward Taurus. It's all in reverse. The Tower in reverse. What is this talking about? Clarifying this Tower in reverse for this person's energy toward Taurus. Clarifying this Tower in reverse for this person's energy toward Taurus. Nine of Cups? Okay. I get it. I feel like at their core, I don't think this is a bad person. However, I feel like they're dealing with a lot of their own instability, and like I feel like they're really used. I don't know if they're like used to people taking care of them, or they're used to people like cleaning up their messes, or they're used to like just kind of being enabled. I don't really know. But I feel like they like all of this instability that they have, like they put it on you. And they didn't really take any accountability at all. And I feel like they still are in this energy of like totally avoiding accountability. And so it's interesting because it feels like they had expectations of you to maybe like fix them or be their source of stability or something, and obviously you weren't able to do that because no one can be anybody's source of stability or happiness forever, right? Because again, if they're looking for that, they're going to continue to take until you have nothing left to give, because nothing that you give is going to be enough to make them okay with themselves. Like, not that you're not enough and like what you have to give isn't enough. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that no one can fulfill anyone. And it's not, I don't even think that they're like aware of these habits that they have. Like, I feel like they kind of like latch on and look for people to save them or fix them or make them feel better or make them feel good about themselves or whatever the case is. And when that person can't do that anymore, they kind of go look for it somewhere else. I don't know. This is an interesting reading. This person's energy toward Taurus. Death, the King of Pentacles in reverse. I want more on this message because ooh, okay. Clarifying this message. It's like they look at their life. Yeah, okay. They look at their life and they look at what it is. It's like what makes them look good or what fits their ego's story of how they should be treated or the relationships that they should be in. And any form of genuine love and connection isn't going to fit that. Because what they're looking for is very surface level. So if you tried to call them out, or if you tried to even like love them or connect with them on an emotional level, I feel like they just like weren't having it. It just feels very like superficial. That's this person. I'm not saying that they are, but it feels like they do carry a superficial kind of energy with them. And like a lot of the times when people are like that, it's because they don't know how to get deep, right? This is so interesting. This person's energy toward Taurus. This person's energy toward Taurus, or more. This person's energy toward Taurus, please. There's that Page of Wands. Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, Oh my gosh. Yeah, they are mirroring like the same kind of thing in you. So I feel Taurus, like they're out looking for someone who is like nurturing and loving and who can take care of them. And you're used to like taking care of people. Like you're used to taking on other people's emotional burdens, like being the one that is always there for people. That's always the one that, is the first person that people can call when they're going through something, or that can, like I said, like clean up their mess or whatever the case. Like they're looking for that in you, or looking for that in you. And I feel like you provided that. But then on the flip side, your mirror is that you're used to doing that. So much so that you're used to not having what it is that you need in connections, because you've given so much of it away to other people. So it really feels like it got to a point where there wasn't even a lot of room for you in the connection, because so much of your time and energy was spent on making sure like this person was okay. So there is a mirror here. This person's energy toward Taurus, which everyone can be a mirror for us. Everyone is a mirror for us. But sometimes people can definitely mirror our energy more than others. This person's energy toward Taurus, I don't know. I feel like I keep setting some boundaries with this person here, Taurus. This person's energy toward Taurus. The King of Swords and the Fool. Ooh, okay. Let me clarify this. This message isn't for everyone, but I think I know what it's saying. If you feel as if this person left you in the dust, like we kind of talked about, and went on to find some sort of new beginning with someone else. Okay. The Empress and the Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, because there you are. If they went to find something with someone else, you can like rest assured they're going to carry the same pattern. They're going to look for the same type of people to take from, same kind of givers to take from. And I feel like that you can be certain and knowing that you are in a better place and position now, not being the one that they are taking from. Because this person, all they did was bring out your fears, doubts, and insecurities. They heavily poked at your insecurities. And I feel like in some way, shape, or form, they still are, and that drives you crazy. but their inability to give you what you deserve and need and love has absolutely nothing to do with your worth and what it is you are going to be able to find in this lifetime. In fact, this person is a very big lesson for you, which I kind of said at the beginning, in the fact that you don't have to put up with this kind of treatment. And if anyone makes you feel this way, you know not to repeat the cycle. Because I feel like this has been a cycle for you where you feel like you have to constantly take on other people's emotions or their burdens, or you're there for everyone, you take care of everyone else, but you never receive that in return. Okay, before I'm going to hop over to the extended. You have protection with the 5 of Swords in reverse, and I'm going to pull 9 different messages, and I have an advice card to pull at the end. Before I hop on over, I want to talk about this summer workshop series that I can't shut up about. I'm just really excited about it, and I want to just keep making sure I spread the message just in case you haven't heard it in previous videos that I've talked about. If you have, turn this off now. But there is my friend slash mentor slash just kind of spiritual confidant in general. She is putting on a summer workshop series that is $20 for 4 sessions, all 4 sessions. So $5 a session. It is such a steal, which is why I'm really talking about it a lot. And it's all about taking your power back. It's taking your power back from people and situations that make you feel powerless, stepping fully into your power so that you can create the life of your dreams. I feel like in these readings, we cover a lot of that higher level 30,000 foot view, but not so much on the day-to-day how to implement that into your life. And so that's what this workshop is all about. I will be in it because I know that there will be a ton of good information for me in there as well. So I'd love to meet you guys there. In these readings, there's thousands of you, hundreds and thousands of you end up, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds and thousands of you watch these videos kind of going through the same things, the same energy, dealing with the same stuff. And so I think I'm most excited about being able to connect with just people that have been through it and not know what you're going through. You won't feel so alone when you feel like you have a community around you. So all of the information for that is going to be in the description box of the video I'm linking below. So I'm linking below the announcement video, the original announcement video I made about this workshop. In the description box below, if you click on that, it'll take you to that video, and then all of the information for the workshop, including her information. She is a holistic wellness coach. She is fantastic at what she does. She has helped me in so many different ways. And so I highly recommend you go to this workshop if it's something that interests you at all. And her contact information's in there. So if you want to reach out to her, if you have any questions or anything like that, then yeah, all of her contact information's there as well. And you can feel free to reach out to me with questions. I mean, I'll probably direct them to her anyway, but I'm here if you feel more comfortable directing them toward me. All right, Taurus, thank you so much as always for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Taurus.